Hello my friends, welcome back to our blind let's play over 17, the Out of Infinity for the PC. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today my friend, we are going to be continuing Route 4, Sarah's route. The second to last route. Ooh, getting pretty excited now. Although, there are still some things we have to do before we go to the final route, which we'll talk about when we get to it. Even though I had just embarrassed myself in front of everyone, they all acted as if nothing had happened. We were killing time. We still couldn't think of any way to escape. Still, we didn't want to feel like we were completely wasting our time. So we all decided to wander around Lemieux one more time. As we made the rounds, Takeshi said, what do you think the record is for running from one end of Lemieux to the other? And of course, it was kind of an indirect thank you to her for looking after me twice and worrying about my lost memory. Well, that was a really awkward kind of jump there. It just was instantaneous. Yeah, I never seen it jump that fast. I mean, it skipped a lot actually. And no, is this the window? Actually, it didn't skip a lot. Probably skipped very little. That's why it went by so fast. But anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I decided to help you try to repair the infirmary's scanning machine. Of course, it was kind of an indirect thank you to her for looking after me twice and worrying about my lost memory. Alright then, shall we get started? You plop down on the floor with the tools and parts, spreading out the repair manual, and we're off again. And here's the fight between Sarah and Tsugumi, and this could be interesting because since we're on Sarah's route, maybe we'll get to know more about the locket. It was just like, it's all your fault. That was... And listen to the music. A hot surge of hate raced through me. Who the heck do you think you are? You good for nothing? I screamed and grabbed Tsugumi by the collar. What are you doing? Stop it! You grabbed me from behind and pulled me away from Tsugumi. Let go, I said let go of me! I continued to struggle violently. I was like a desperate beast, devoid of all reason, with my fangs bared and a thirst for blood. What was left of my mind had ceased to be me. All the dots. I walked around Lemieux. Okay, well, Kid/Sarah, Eternal. Man, that was kind of sudden. I mean, Kid just went all Hulk mode there. After what happened, I didn't want to be around you or Takeshi, but I was too worked up to just stick around in one place. I thought I would pick the place where they were least likely to come and wander around it. I wondered what that fit of rage had been about. Why had I gotten so mad? Why? Tsugumi had stared coldly down at Sarah, and Sarah had desperately battled to stand her ground. And what were the emotions that had welled up inside me in that instant? I felt like I was on the verge of figuring it out, like my lost memory had been concealed by a thick fog. But then it was right in front of me, right there, covered by a thin sheet. But no matter how thin it was, I still couldn't remove it. The more I thought about it, the further away into the fog my memories seemed to recede. I wondered what I could have had in my past. I continued to wander Lemieux without understanding anything. Suddenly, I felt like I heard someone's voice in the room, so I entered it. In the sprawling night sky, there were a number of orb-shaped planets. And in between the planets, there floated a huge, soft-looking whale. It was a cosmic whale realm. Of course, the whale and the starry sky were all merely theme park attractions. I thought that wide open space and the attractions would help to ease my ragged nerves. Even though it was fake, the expansive space eased my tense mind and nerves, frazzled from being cooped up for so long. But I still had no memory. I realized again just how stressed the situation had made me without even noticing. For a while, I just relaxed and looking at the scenery. All the dots. What? Something moved slightly on top of the whale. I squinted, peering at it. Sarah? I glanced quickly at the planet next to the whale and headed for the stairs leading to it. I walked out to the edge of the whale's nose and sat down next to Sarah. I thought that normally whales and dolphins have the blowholes or nostrils near the middle of their head, so it probably wasn't accurate to say its nose. By the way, this picture right here with the stars in the background is so beautiful. It really, really is. We looked at the countless stars sparkling overhead. It seemed as if we could reach the stars in the sky. If I had stood up, I could have probably actually touched a star. Because it was all a facade of fake stars projected onto the ceiling. Speaking of fake, the whale was too. I didn't know what kind of cutting-edge technology they used, but the skin on the whale felt like it could have been real. Then again, I didn't suppose I had ever actually touched a real whale. Maybe I was just working from some image I had of what whale skin would feel like. And not having a memory was mysterious in a way. Normal and abnormal, common sense and nonsense were all dictated by memory. For example, if a sea otter suddenly appeared right in front of me, and he said, "I am your father," then, well, I probably wouldn't believe him. Because in life, I had never met a cross between a sea otter and a person. By the way, sea otters are my second most favorite animal. You know, of course, behind penguins, but penguins and sea otters. There's just something about those wonderful sea animals that make me just melt. And if I was not a penguin on YouTube, I would be a sea otter. And then maybe an emu, because those emus, they can be pretty gnarly. Just as a historian about the Great Emu War in 1932. But an emu is a flightless bird, so I guess I could still be an emu and a penguin. But anyway, with no memory, there was no way for me to know for sure if I had ever met a sea otter person. Thinking of it that way, it was amazing to me that I could be so logical. I imagined that my memories were stored away in a drawer in my brain somewhere, and I was adding to the drawers even then. However, the number of drawers that I could open was limited. I had no idea where the drawers from before May 1st were packed away. Still, there was someone opening my drawers, and he or she was judging whether what was happening was normal or abnormal, common sense or nonsense. Rather, that entity was telling me I was a safe without a key. The treasure in the safe didn't belong to me. Incidentally, it wasn't just the texture of the whale skin that made it seem so lifelike. The whale was alive. At least it seemed that way to me. A whale swimming in the starry sky. Its back surging like a wave, it undulated again and again. That word is as hard to say as inundated, whatever that word is. Its soft mouth opened, closed, and even puffed up from time to time. About every 3 minutes, it blew out a warm breath through its blowhole. A seawater mist of spray would scatter around the area. Sitting at the tip of its nose, Sarah and I bobbed up and down in time with its movements. However, the whale undulated so slowly that we could let go with our hands and feel safe. It was like a cradle rocking back and forth. On the back of the whale, we sailed through the cosmos. We were on our way to planet Kwikwi. Sarah slowly took something out of her pocket and showed it to me. It was an old-fashioned oil lighter. Oh, look at this picture. Oh. So cool. And are we gonna finally figure out what this locket is? She lit it. The flickering flame made Sarah's face look red. I wondered why she was carrying around a lighter. I couldn't picture her as the type that would smoke. I thought I might ask her. But as I did, Sarah opened her other hand. And it was a pendant from before. A thin chain was wrapped around an index finger. The pendant swayed in her hand. Sarah brought the flame closer to the pendant and stared at it dreamily. Her expression relaxed. It was as if Sarah was mesmerized by something. A mirror was embedded in the pendant. The flame of the lighter reflected brightly in the mirror. I wondered if Sarah was staring at her reflection and admiring herself. I laughed without thinking. Huh? Is something funny? I mean, it looks like you're sitting there grinning at yourself. And no, I'm not. I guess you got a bit of a narcissistic side. I said I'm not. With that, Sarah snapped the lighter shut. That moment, I noticed something odd. It had looked like the flame of the lighter in the mirror split into two images. I thought that maybe there was a crack in the mirror. Hey, can I see that pendant for a second?
いいけど
Sure.
落とさないでよ
Don't drop it. The whale's body continued to move up and down. I figured that was what Sarah meant. I won't. Saying that, I took the pendant from Sarah. I wrapped the chain around my finger and brought it close to my face. It does looks cracked at the top, doesn't it? As I had suspected, the mirror was cracked. It wasn't just broken, a piece of it was missing. I touched the area that was missing. I thought it had probably broken from the shock of Tsugumi dropping it. The missing fragment might still be lying about in that room. Feeling the sharp contours of where the missing piece belonged made me sad. I took my fingers from my mirror and held my palm out towards Sarah. Without saying anything, Sarah plunked the lighter down on the palm of my hand. Shick. It's a weird sound. It sparked and lit. Whoa! Oh! I had spoken without thinking. It's projecting... Looks like to be a boy? A three-dimensional image appeared dimly in the mirror. So this is a hologram pendant.
Eh?
Huh?
そうだけど
Well, yes, but... So who's the guy? The mirror showed a person. It was basically a headshot. From the shoulders on up, the head and facial expressions were extremely clear. I imagine it was made using a hollow machine. Hollow machines were machines that would burn a hologram onto pendants, keychains, or any other object that a person wanted. On the Mew, there were even a number of those machines. I remembered that much. It was the same as before. If there was something to trigger my memory, I could recall some things. I thought that if I could remember those kind of things, why not? But I shoved that thought aside and focused again on the image in the pendant. Since it was a hologram, it also had depth. Changing the angle of the mirror changed the angle of his face. It was an image of a man. A man I didn't know. I suspect it was an image that was closed away in one of those inaccessible drawers of my memory. I had no memory of the face. Who is this? All the dots. Huh? Is it your boyfriend? Sarah remained quiet. Her expression was frozen solid. It's your boyfriend, isn't it? I asked her again. But there was not even a glimmer of hidden romance on her face. Any girl looking at a boyfriend's picture would probably show a smile. Especially stuck in the middle of the ocean. Hey, he looks pretty cool. I said that in a teasing way. Actually, he was so good looking that was enough to make you sick. I thought she might chirp out, "Oh, honey, I hope you're well. I miss you." But there was one thing that bothered me. His image was all one color. But there was kind of a retro trend going on, and some people did go for the sepia or monochrom holograms. So it didn't really seem all that outlandish. So, how long have you been dating? I put out the lighter, set it on the pendant, and held it out to Sarah. She didn't take them. She was still frozen stiff. It looked like she was forgetting to breathe. Hey, Sarah? Sarah? Hello? Sarah? I grasped the pendant that she hadn't taken and shook Sarah's shoulders. Sarah didn't even blink. And then... the whale exhaled. Sarah leaped up and smashed into me, leveling me with a powerful tackle. Apparently she's taken lessons from you. It might have been that she was so surprised she just wanted something to grab onto. Still, her full weight came barreling into me. With that, I went down, and she crumpled with me. We slid down and off the whale's smooth skin. The stars appeared to gain distance. What they said about space being weightless, well, that seemed to be a lie. Before I had time to think anything else, my body made contact with the hard floor. A fine mist descended onto my skyward face. Sarah was on top of me, unmoving. I could hear her breathing near my ear.
着陸成功だね
Safe landing, huh? Sarah continued talking as she lifted up her face and peered into my own.
ようこそ クイクイ星。
Welcome to Planet Kwikwi. Oh, May 4th. I ended up failing to give the pendant back. I thought I would look for the missing piece of the hologram and had an idea of where it might be. It was the site of Tsugumi and Sarah's fight the day before. The fragment should have been around that room somewhere. I wanted to find the piece and put it back in the pendant. I thought if I could do it, Sarah could jump with joy. As I imagined her happy face, I crawled around on my knees, searching the room from corner to corner. That's strange.
何がおかしいんだ
What's strange? Surprised, I looked up and there was Takashi.
なんか探してるのか
You looking for something? Yeah. Actually, I explained the situation and showed Takashi the broken pendant.
なるほどね。確かに割れてるな。
I see. Well, you're right about it being broken. Yep. If you don't mind, could you help me look?
ああ、探してやることにやぶさかではないんだが。
Well, that sounds like a plan.
その前に一つだけ聞いてもいいかな
But can I ask you something first? What's that?
お前の言ってたその男の画像っていうのは一体どこに映ってるんだ
That image of the guy you were talking about? Where is it? Where? It's right here. I peered into the mirror. What? He's gone. Takeshi looked at me skeptically. But it was here yesterday, I swear. Huh? I wonder why.
まあいいさ。
It's no big deal.
サラの彼氏がどんな男だろうと俺には興味なんかないし。
I don't really care what kind of guys Sarah would date anyway.
いや、訂正。
No, I take that back.
少しは興味があったりなんかしたりもするのだけれどもだ。
I might be just a little bit interested.
いずれにせよ、ペンダントが欠けてしまったことに変わりはないわけだし。
But I suppose it doesn't matter now that the pendant's broke.
そしてそのペンダントがサラの大事にしているものであることも事実であるし。
And since the pendant is something that's important to Sarah,
よって俺はお前に協力してかけらを探してやることにする。
well, I'll help you look for the broken piece. Thanks.
負けるなよ、少年。
The first to find it wins, kid. Huh? Takeshi thumped my back and set about crawling on the floor to search.
で、謝礼はいくらぐらいもらえるのかな
And how much is the reward for this anyway? Reward?
俺がかけらを見つけた場合の謝礼だよ。
Well, like, how much am I gonna get if I find the piece? What? Are you going to blackmail Sarah?
なんでだよ。
What are you talking about?
払うのはサラじゃなくてお前だろうが。
You're gonna pay me, not Sarah. Why?
この子な、しらばっくれてもダメだぞい。
Hey, don't play innocent with me, champ. What?
全部お前の手柄にするつもりなんだろ
You don't think I'll let you take all the credit, do you? Takeshi wriggled toward me like a snake. He stopped in front of me.
俺が見つけても自分が見つけたことにするんだべ。
If I find it, I'll bet you plain to say that you did. I want it.
やい、サラ。
Oh, Sarah, my lady?
なんでございますの少年さん。
Oh, brave youth, what is it?
これを受け取れ、こんちき証明。
This is yours, my lady.
まあ、これは私が昨日お貸ししたペンダントでございますわ。あら、欠けてたところが治ってるでございますわ。
Oh, well, if it isn't the pendant I lent you yesterday. Oh, joy, it's fixed. Oh, happy day.
あったりめよ。てめえのために一生懸命探してやったんだ。
Oh, how I did slave searching the floor far and wide all of yesterday.
少年さん、お一人でお探しになってくださったのでございますの
And was it alone that you searched, brave youth?
しゃらくせえ、何言いやがる。俺一人で探したに決まってらーな。
Do you jest? Of course. I went on my quest for the missing piece alone.
まあ素敵。少年さん、ありがとうでございますわ。
Oh, wow. Brave youth. You are amazing.
とまあ、こういう展開に持っていこうとしているわけだ。
So, I know exactly what you're planning.
かー、このまさかきが。
You're a fool of yourself. Whatever. Anyway, that wasn't a very good impersonation of me or Sarah.
いちいち細かいこと気にすんなって。
Don't be so picky about details.
俺はお前のことを応援してやってんだぞ。
I'm rooting for you, okay, kid? I told you it isn't like that.
いいっていいって。
I said it's okay.
俺何気にそういうの好きだからさ。
I mean, I like doing this kind of thing. What do you mean by this?
なんつうのかな。いわば愛のキューピッド役。
Well, I mean, being Cupid, a matchmaker. Cupid doesn't ask for money. And isn't that, Sarah's job? Well, if we're trying to... Okay, never mind.
確かに。
Well, I suppose that's true.
じゃあ後で俺の手伝いをするってのはどうだ？
Well, then how about you help me in return later? Help?
発電機の調子が悪いみたいなんだ。
Well, it seems like the generator needs looking at.
まあ大したことはないんだけど、一応メンテナンスしとかなくちゃいけないから。
It's, no big deal. Just, some maintenance that's gotta be done.
で、空に命令されたから。
So is orders. Well, in that case, I do it even if you didn't owe me anything. Even if I didn't owe you anything.
お、サンキューな。
Oh, thanks. In the end, we didn't find the missing piece. Of course not. Takeshi and I were just standing around covered in dust. The door opened and Sarah came in.
あ、いたいた。
Oh, there you are.
ペンダント。確か少年に預けっぱなしだったよね。
I think I forgot to get the pendant back from you. Oh yeah. All I could do was hand her back the fractured pendant. Only then, like Sarah was seeing us for the first time, did she notice that we were filthy.
ところで、こんなとこで何やってんの？
What are you guys doing here anyway? I couldn't think of anything to say. Takeshi and I exchanged glances.
実はかけらを探してたんだ。
Actually, we were looking for the missing piece.
かけら？何それ？
Piece? What's that?
そのペンダントの欠けた部分だよ。
The piece that broke off of the pendant.
直してやろうと思ってさ。
We thought we'd try to fix it for you.
そんなこと別にいいのに。
Oh, don't worry about that. Sarah looked kind of embarrassed. It was broke before. What? What had happened? All of a sudden, Takeshi had made it look like it was all his bright idea. I thought he was going to let me take the credit. Scumbag.
こんなとこじゃかけらは絶対見つからないと思うよ。
Besides, I'm pretty sure you're not going to find the piece here. Why not?
だってこのペンダント最初からかけてたんだもん。
Because this pendant was cracked from the start.
最初から？
From the start?
うん。
Yep.
物心ついた時からなぜかこのペンダントを持ってて、
I don't know why, but I've had this pendant as long as I can remember.
この部分が割れたのはもうずっと昔のことなの。
And this piece broke off a long time ago. Oh, well, that means...
見つからないわけだ。
we didn't have a chance of finding it.
はあ、
Takeshi's sigh echoed throughout the infirmary. After lunch, Takeshi gave me more information about the generator problem. He said that the part that we had repaired before was malfunctioning and the machine wasn't stable. Takeshi told me when to meet him to fix it. Then he said we had something to do and took off. I didn't have anything to do until our meeting time, so I walked the quarters alone. Suddenly, I noticed a faint voice. It sounded like a song, but I wondered who it could be. I turned towards the direction of the voice. No one was there, and the voice had stopped, but I was sure that the voice had come from around here. I thought that maybe. I peeked into the compression chamber from the shadows and saw Sarah. Looking longingly at the pendant. Sarah was sitting in front of the thick window and staring at her pendant. I thought I might call out to her. She seemed to be focusing on something. It looked like she was starting to recite a song.
長湯店を石月のせい夢の中より待ち降りぬ今宵柳つくよみ林早く今夏と待ち降りぬ眠りたもぬくと丸見て眠りたも母に抱かれて
she finished singing. And there's no way I can go back and do any of that justice to what that amazing voice actress just did, so I'm not going to try. Yeah, she finished singing. A tear streaked down Sarah's face. Aww. It didn't seem like a good time to call out to her, so I went to leave. Then, in front of my eyes, another scene fused together with the one I was witnessing. A girl was sitting on the bed, crying in the same way. She was stifling her sobs to keep others from worrying. But who? Who was she? What could it all mean? What was the matter with me?
誰？
Who's there? With a voice, the image instantly vanished. Still confused by what I had just seen, I answered. It's me, Sarah. Sorry, I wanted to say something, but it just didn't seem right. Sarah wiped her tears as if hiding them.
何が？
What? What do you mean? She seemed her upbeat self again. I faced her and sat down. That song, you sang it before. In front of the generator room, I think.
記憶力いいんだね。
Hey, your memory is fine.
そんなつまらないことまで覚えてるから突然記憶喪失になっちゃったりするんだよ。
Maybe you lost your memory because you packed your head with so many useless little things like that. Sarah laughed as she said that. Is that song a lullaby or something? It was absolutely beautiful.
うん。聞いたことない？
Yeah, you never heard of it? I shook my head. I didn't recall hearing it before.
本当に？知らない？
Really? You don't know it? I pretended to think about it. Even if I did think on it, I didn't imagine I'd remember it.
そっか。そうだよね。
Oh, I see. That's right. Sarah said it sadly and glanced down at the pendant hanging from the middle finger of her left hand. There was something I wanted to ask you.
Hmm?
I told her about how the image of the man in the hologram pendant had disappeared. I was sure the image was there yesterday.
ああ、それはここが室内だからだよ。
Oh, that's because we're indoors. Huh? What do you mean? Yesterday when we looked at it, we were in Lemieux.
違うよ。あそこは室内じゃないんだもん。
No, that's not inside. Huh?
あそこは宇宙空間でしょ？
That's a part of space, right? All the dots?
というのは冗談で、
I'm just kidding.
種明かしをするとこういうこと。
Here's how it works. With that, Sarah took the lighter from her pocket. She put the lighter's flame close to the pendant, so it's done by heat? Oh. The man in the hologram floated there the same as the day before. The image wasn't as clear as before. I thought that was probably the bad light. The room with the whale was mostly dark. I figured that was why he wasn't as clear. So you had to hold the lighter flame next to it to see it? I asked her.
うん。
Yep.
ライターの炎か太陽の光か。
It's gotta be either the lighter or sunlight. Sunlight?
そう。どういう仕組みになってるのかは知らないけど、蛍光灯の光じゃ見えないんだ。
Yeah,
不思議だよね。
I don't really know how it works, but you can't see under fluorescent lights. Weird, huh? That was when I understood why Sarah always carried the lighter. It was to look at the hologram. Sarah lit the flame. Then she put it out again. Lit it and put it out. Lit it and put it out. She stared absently at the image of the man appearing and disappearing.
私、両親がいないの。
Both of my parents are gone. Sarah said that out of the blue.
私が小さい頃亡くなったんだって。
They died when I was little.
物心ついた時にはもうパパもママもいなかった。
My mom and dad weren't around when I was a kid.
それが当たり前のことなんだと思ってた。しばらくの間は。
For a while, I thought it was that way for everybody. Really? I didn't know how to answer. I couldn't think of a decent reply.
このペンダントが唯一の形見なんだ。
This pendant is the only keepsake I have. So that man is.
多分パパだと思う。
I think it's probably my father.
わからないけど、私はそう思ってるの。
I don't know for sure, but that's what I think. After a long silence, I said, It's the same for me.
え？
Huh? I've forgotten everything. So I don't remember anything about my mom or dad. If I bumped into them on the street, I would never know it. Even if I get out of here in one piece, I don't have anywhere to call home. So I'm in the same situation. It's the same as not having any parents. All the dots. Well, I should get going.
Hmm?
I've got to help Takeshi. The generator needs some fixing. I stood up. As I was about to leave, I thought of something. Hey, would you mind lending me that lighter and pendant again? Ouch, Takeshi, that hurts.
これぐらい我慢しろよ。男の子だろ?
Ah, you can take that. You're a man after all. Takeshi grinned sadistically as he patted my right arm, which was supported by a cast. The cast was made of a specially formulated plastic. Oh, so this is when we got hurt,
よ
right?
し、これで終わりだ。
Alright, well that should do it. Thanks, Takeshi.
骨折の影響で熱が出るかもしれないぜ。まあ、薬は打っといたけどな。
The break may cause you a fever. At least you've got some medicine in you.
どっちにしろ薬の影響で眠くなるだろうし、まあしばらくおとなしくしとけや。
Either way, the medicine ought to make you drowsy, so take it easy. Alright.
じゃあ俺はもう行くからな。
Well, I should get going. Hold on a second.
あ、なんだ?
What is it? There's something I want you to see.
なんだよ?
What? This. I held Sarah's pendant out to Takeshi.
なんだ、またこれかよ。
Not that again. Yeah, I want you to look at it.
めんど
Again.
くせえな。
You can be a pain, you know? Even so, Takeshi took the pendant as he said that. This time, I thought he'd be able to see it as well. I was going to tell him that was a picture of Sarah's boyfriend. Takeshi scrutinized the pendant. He turned it over, then sideways. And then...
なんだ、やっぱり何にも見えないじゃないか。
there's nothing here to see. Huh? There has to be... Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah, I mean, we do that a lot. I took the lighter out, lit it, and held it up to the pendant. I shined the light on the pendant. How's that?
お前、からかってんのか?
Are you screwing with me? Huh?
なんでライターごときで見えるようになんだよ。
What are you using a lighter to look at it for? Because that's how you see it.
は?
Huh? Look, hard. There should be a man's face there. Oh, the dots. All the dots?
ああ、本当だ、本当だ。
Oh, you're right, there is.
よく見りゃかっこいい男の顔が。
And he's not a bad-looking guy either. He doesn't see anything. Why not? See, that's Sarah's boyfriend.
ほほ、そいつはめでてえや。
Oh, alright.
俺はいつからサラと付き合うようになったんだ?
I wonder when I started going out with Sarah.
それとも、これは未来を映す不思議な鏡か?
That, or is this some sort of miracle mirror that shows the future? Yeah, he doesn't see anything. He just sees his own reflection. Huh? What are you talking about?
この鏡には俺以外の男の顔は映ってないよ。
The only face showing up in this mirror is mine.
イコール俺がサラの彼氏ってこと。
Well, that means I must be Sarah's guy. You idiot! There's no way you and Sarah would get together.
お前が言ったんだろうが。
Well, you said it, not me.
ここに映ってるのがサラの彼氏なんだろ?
You said that the guy in here was Sarah's boyfriend, right? I'm not talking about your ugly reflection. I'm talking about the holographic image.
だからホログラム画像なんかどこにも浮かび上がってねえっつってんだろうがよ、バーカ。
And I'm saying there isn't a hologram in here, you stupid. Look again.
見てるよ。目ひんむいて見てるよ。ほら、ギロギロギロン、ギロギロン。
I am looking. I am staring. Look at my eyes. They're wide open. I looked over Takeshi's shoulder and peered into the pendant. Look, it's right there. I pointed at the hologram of the man.
それは俺だろ?
Well, that's me, right? How is it no one else can see it? You're behind it. The guy inside the mirror is you? The guy floating in the front is who I mean.
浮かんでるやつなんかいねえって。
There's no floating guy anywhere.
なんか言わせりゃ気が済むんじゃボケ。
How many times are you gonna make me say it? There's nothing there. You appeared as we were repeating that sad exchange. Why can't he see the reflection or the hologram?
何騒いでんの？メンテナンス終わったんかい？
What are you all worked up about? You two finished fixing the generator? You come talk some sense into this idiot for me?
それはこっちのセリフじゃい。
Well, that's my line.
何があったわけ？
What happened? I showed you the hologram pendant, and I used the lighter.
そこに映ってんのが未来のサラの旦那なんだとよ。
He says the face inside there is Sarah's future man. I didn't say that. You're twisting my words.
ひょへー、そうなの？
Whoa, is that so? Uh-oh, she's gonna see herself.
ってことはマヨ、いずれ晴天が手術でもするのかおい。
Cause either that girl is going to need a sex change operation,
あるいは
Or I will.
いやー、そんなの嫌。
Yuck, not for me. Well, that's strange because I got some inclination that you were jealous of us in the last run. Huh?
っていうかこれただの鏡じゃん。
Or wait. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoken. That was Sarah we were talking about. I got the inclination that Sarah was jealous of KID and you. So Sarah sort of has a crush on you, but you doesn't reciprocate. Or, you know, yeah. Huh. So maybe Sarah was just jealous that we had someone to be with? No, she could be jealous of us and you. That could still be a thing. Sure, why not? I mean, this is just an ordinary mirror.
ホログラムでもなんでもないと思うんだけど。
I don't think there's a hologram or anything in there. It's a hologram. There's a guy's face in there. I wondered how many times I would have to shout out the same line. Look, he's right there, right here. I looked over your shoulder and pointed to the pendant. Oh, the dots. Oh, the frustrated. Why am I the only one who can see this person's dots? Ew, he's crazy dots.
大丈夫少年。また例の発作。
Hey kid, are you alright? Are you having another fit? You really, truly can't see it? Really?
Oh.
That's right. You can't see the man's face? You and Takeshi looked at each other. They couldn't see it. Neither you nor Takeshi could. I wondered why in the world not. Moonlight shone into the sick room. We're back here again. I heard a voice crying somewhere. The muffled voice kept sniveling and sobbing again and again. Who was it? Who are you? I didn't know. What was I escaping from?
待ってる。待ってるからね。
Waiting for what? Was I waiting for me? And where in the world was that? It was... Just then, the scene dissolved away.
お前は逃げたんだ。
You
あ
ran
の子を
away.
置いて一人で逃げたんだ。
You left that girl and ran away. That voice kept repeating itself in my head. Wait, tell me. I didn't know what I had run away from or to where. What was I? Gradually, the scene around me began to change into eerie colors. Talk about confusion. Yeah. Purification. I woke up and almost slept out of the bed. I was in the infirmary. My body was drenched in sweat. Ouch. A sharp pain shot through my right arm. I looked at my right arm and stared, confused, at the cast on it. I didn't know why. Then I remembered. I had broken my arm and was resting. I was still foggy from the drugs. A string of hazy memories came back to me. That's good. I thought we lost our memory again. I remembered the scary dream I had. I thought it was from the fever and medicine. I was sure of it. That was why I had such bizarre dreams. I shook my head and tried to get a better grip on my consciousness. I looked at the clock on the wall. It was a bit past 2 in the morning. Normally it would be in the middle of the night, but somehow it didn't feel like that at all. I tried to remember how long we had been trapped there. An extended stay in there where the cycles of day and night were meaningless really played with one's sense of time. I sat up, taking care to watch out for my broken arm. Clank. Sarah's pendant was by my left hand. It looked like I had fallen asleep with it clasped in my hand. I've got to return this. I slipped off the bed. My right arm felt slightly feverish, but because the medicine Takeshi had injected was probably still working and it hurt much. But I was still unable to move it normally. Next to the pillow was a sling for me to hang my arm in. I wondered if Takeshi had left it out, or maybe you. Either way, I couldn't let my hurt arm swing back and forth as I walked. I put it on. I had thought about where Sarah might be. I figured she might be asleep. I wondered where she always slept. An image of Sarah atop the whale floated into my mind. I decided to try there first. If she wasn't there, then I tried somewhere else. Still a bit groggy, I left the infirmary. I went down in the elevator and headed for the cosmic whale. I heard the sound of splashing. It wasn't from the generator room. It sounded like it came from the pipe room. I wonder what that is. When I entered the room, whoa, Sarah? What is she drowning? Is it flooded? What's going on here? Hey, Sarah? Sarah? The moment I saw what was happening, I jumped into the water. After I jumped, I remembered that my arm was broken, but it was too late. I swam towards Sarah, doing the best I could with my arm. Sarah, grab hold!
何よ少年
Huh, kid? What are you doing? Just grab hold of me. I tried to grab Sarah, but she swam away from me.
ちょっとほっといてよ
Just leave me alone. Huh? Wait, Sarah?
だから近づかないでってばスケベ
I said stay away from me, you pervert. Pervert? What? Then I noticed something a little bit strange. If I stretch my legs, I could just touch the floor. Sarah?
何よ
What? Where did you get a swimsuit at? Well, it's Lemieux, so she probably got it, but she's swimming in the pipe room?
見ての通りだよ
What are you doing? Just what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like, that's why I asked.
だから泳ぎの練習
I'm practicing swimming. Practicing swimming?
そうだから見ての通りだって
Well, yes, just what it looks like. As if I would know. Flailing around like that? Anyone would think you were drowning. That was a comeback I launched from my mind, but what came out of my mouth was, oh, I see. Well, geez. Only that stupid line.
まあ少年には見られちゃったから言うけど
Well, since you see me, I guess I'll tell you.
実はさ私泳げないんだよね
I actually don't know how to swim. So you're trying to learn how to swim. Okay. As she said that, Sarah continued flapping about madly in the water as if she was sinking.
どうせ暇でやることもないし更衣室で水着を見つけたのね
I realized that we have all this time, and I found a swimsuit in the changing room. I see. That's actually really smart. Distracted, I hadn't noticed. But when she told me, I did for the first time. Sarah was decked out like a Lemieux employee in a one-piece swimsuit. I wondered why I hadn't noticed. I blushed with embarrassment. But still, watching Sarah's movements, it would have been more of a stretch to imagine her swimming than drowning. Besides, the medicine was still affecting me. I was making up all kinds of excuses. But Sarah didn't notice my confusion and kept at it.
だから今のうちに少しでも練習しとこうと思ったわけ
So I thought that I would try to get in a little swim practice.
ここなら水もそんなに冷たくないし
I mean, the water here isn't all that cold. Once you mentioned it, I realized the water was warmer than in the quarters, probably because of the pipe room. I imagine the heat from the pipes had warmed it.
だから一人で泳ぎの練習してたの
So I was practicing swimming all alone. I thought you were a ninja. Ninja can...
拙者泳ぎだけは苦手でござって
Well, swimming is the only skill I'm not good at. I see.
少年殿にだけ告白いたすが
Just between you and me?
残念ながら泳ぎが苦手なため免許皆伝だけは受けられなかったでござるよ
Unfortunately, my swimming was so bad that I wasn't promoted to a master. Is that right? What?
少年殿はあんな冗談を真に受けておられたかニンニン
Kid, you take everything so seriously? Ninja. Oh, so that was a joke.
当たり前でしょ何よ忍者って
Sure it was. Me, a ninja? But
でも泳げないのは本当だよ
it is true that I can't swim.
なんかさこんな状況で泳げないのって不安でしょ
And being in this situation and not being able to swim, it makes me nervous. Yeah, I can understand that.
多分みんなの中で泳げないのって私だけだと思うんだよね
I think I'm probably the only one here who can't swim.
少年も泳げるでしょ
You can swim, right, kid? I hadn't thought about it, but I thought I'd been swimming alright a minute ago. That meant I could swim. Yeah, I could swim.
ちょうどいいや少年私に教えてくれない
Well, that's perfect. Will you teach me? Yeah, I suppose I could try? Yeah, I suppose I could try. I suppose. Huh? Well, I'm already soaked to the bone. I might as well teach you a little.
本当やった
You mean it? All right.
でも少年妙に優しくない
Wow, you're being surprisingly nice, aren't you? What, I'm not always nice? No, I'm not.
あーわかった
Oh, I know what it is. What?
少年私の水着姿に惚れたなダメだよそっちゃ
It's because I look so good in the swimsuit? You better keep your hands off. I don't know what you're talking about.
あームキになるところがますます怪しい
Oh, I see. I can tell I'm right, because you're getting all worked up. Fine, I won't teach you anything then.
待って行かないでお願い
Oh no, wait, please? That's a good line, kid. All the dots.
もうからかったりしないから
I won't tease you anymore. Promise?
うん絶対
Yeah, I promise.
本当だってば神様仏様ついでにご先祖様にも誓って
I said I promise. I swear to God, to Buddha, and to anyone else who will listen. Well, alright.
本当私の気持ち分かってくれたのね
Really? You know I love you, right? All the dots. All the dots. Anyway, I should be going.
嘘冗談だってば少年カムバック
Oh, I'm kidding. Come back here. Can't go 1 minute without teasing me. Sarah flapped her arms about, making even more spray. All right, I'll teach you, okay?
やった
Yeah.
あなたならそう言ってくれると私信じてたわ
I was so hoping that you would say that. I said stop that. I had to strain my voice to be heard over Sarah splashing. I had gotten out of the water. With my right arm in a sling, there was only so many ways to teach swimming. I just watched what she was doing and hollowed out advice. But no matter what I said, she still looked clumsy. If you keep that up, you'll never learn to swim.
仕方ないでしょ
Well, what am I supposed to do?
これでも精一杯言われた通りにしようとしてるんだから
I'm doing my best to do just like you said. I see. You can't swim if you're so tense. You need to be smoother.
こう
Like this? She only rolled the water into a bigger froth with more spray. Whoa, Sarah, slow down. I shouted instructions as I avoid the spray showering down around me. Are you doing that on purpose?
そんなわけないでしょ
Why would I?
じゃあどうしろっていうの
What do you expect me to do? You gotta move more slowly, gently.
柔らかくって言われたってどうすればいいのかわかんないんだからしょうがないでしょ
How am I supposed to know what you mean by gentle? What else can I do?
もう少年の教え方が悪いんだよ
You're no good at teaching. That ticked me off. Oh, I know.
何よ
What? Sarah, you don't need to learn to swim, do you?
そんなわけないでしょ
Of course I do. Really?
何
What do you mean? Listen, Sarah. If you really want to learn to swim, all the dots, then you should listen to what I say.
Ooh.
Oh. If you can't listen to what I say, then I'll be going.
う
Do you want me to teach you to swim?
ーん
Yes. So is there anything you want to say to me?
うーん
Sarah glared at me menacingly. Well, if not, then, I pretended I was about to leave.
あう
I'm sorry. What? Did you say something?
だからごめんってば
I said I'm sorry.
もう意地悪しないで教えてよ
Now, just teach me without being mean.
ねおねがい
Witty, please. Don't talk like a baby.
何よちょっとぐらいいいでしょ
Whittle bit is fine. No?
それに私の水着姿少しは魅力的だと思うんだけどな
Besides, I think I look pretty good in a swimsuit.
こんな水着姿の美少女と一緒にいられるんだよ。幸せでしょ？
You should be happy just to be around me. Not even a little. Truthfully, Sarah was something in a swimsuit. But I couldn't tell her that. I don't want her to get full of herself. Now, why should I be so happy about seeing you in a swimsuit?
ああ、ムカつく。
Oh, you're such a jerk. Sarah started kicking and showered me with water. Whoa, stop that right now.
ほら、正直に言え。本当はドキドキしちゃってるんでしょ。
Then you tell me the truth. You like me in a swimsuit, right? Why would I? You in a swimsuit? I was blushing, completely giving away my feelings.
あ、ほら、赤くなってる。
Oh, look, you're getting red.
本当は嬉しいんでしょう。
See, you do like seeing me. You're not listening to me.
いやー、男の子だね。
You're a guy. What's that supposed to mean?
まあ、こんな水着姿の美少女と一緒にいられたら、健康な男の子なら誰だって嬉しいもんね。
Well, any healthy guy in his right mind would like to be with a beautiful girl in a bathing suit. It's not like that.
またまた、本当はもっとよく見たいくせに。
You're saying that even though you want to sneak a better look? I said I don't. I've had enough. I'm leaving. I was embarrassed because she'd seen through me. I really meant to leave the room. Aye. I heard Sarah scream behind me. Sarah? I hurriedly looked behind me. Sarah? Sarah? What's the matter? I wondered if her leg had cramped. I sprinted to the water's edge. And then... water suddenly sprayed in my eyes, blinding me. The next thing I knew, I had slipped and was spinning in the air. The following instant, I was in the water. Ah! It all happened so quickly that I swallowed a ton of water and some went up my nose. My nose stung. I desperately fought to get to the surface. Wah! Sarah?
なに少年。
What is it? Sarah, pretending that nothing had happened, had resumed her swim practice. Sarah, you're mean! I approached Sarah. What?
だってあんなにやったら引っかかるんだもん。
You fall for everything so easily. Sarah?
修行が足らんでござるな、少年殿。
It would seem you're still wet behind the ears, kid. Seeing Sarah laughing with such enthusiasm, I realized that getting any angrier was pointless. Actually, for some reason, I started to laugh. Sarah and I laughed for a while. Anyway, once my fit of laughter was done, I got out of the water.
少年、
Kid? Sarah called out to me shyly. So, should we start?
うん。
Yeah.
では、よろしくお願いするでござるよ、師匠。
Okay, wise teacher, please douse me with swimming knowledge. You know I'm pretty strict. You think you can handle it?
はいでござる、師匠。
Yes, sir. Okay, then let's get started. Okay. Listen, I think with you, Sarah, your body gets tight because you think you can't swim. So you have to relax more.
でも、言われた通りにやろうとしてるんだけど。
But I'm trying to do it just the way you say. Yeah, but you're so stiff, like a scarecrow, or you're made of wood or something. You need to let your legs flow freely, like a fish maybe.
よし、お魚になった私。
Fish? Alright then, I'm a fish now. Okay, Sarah, you need to get pumped.
だってイメージがつかめないよ。
I just can't picture what you mean. Well, if you can't imagine a fish, then how about a dolphin or whale? Anyway, you have to be relaxed and move freely. No, you're still too stiff. Relax more. Just let your feet go. Somehow, teaching to swim had become fun. It was fun to see Sarah, who was always in control of things, in the opposite position. Sarah? I waited for Sarah to emerge from the changing room. I played with her pendant. Looking at it without the flame or the lighter, it was just a mirror. I ran my finger around the edge of the pendant. I thought about what Sarah had said in the compression chamber.
私、両親がいないの。
Both of my parents are gone. Yeah, I don't think that's her boyfriend, kid. I think that's her dad. Sarah had looked so sad as she said it.
お待たせ。
Sorry if I took so long.
どうしたの？暗い顔して。
What's wrong? Why the glum face? Oh, it's nothing. But I bought this. Why is it we're still the only ones who can see it though?
それ持ってきてくれたんだ。
Oh, you bought it for me?
なのにごめんね。最後まで付き合わせちゃって。
Sorry you had to stick around teaching me until the end? You're the one that made me stay. I mumbled that.
なんか言った少年。
Huh? What did you say? Nothing.
でも、本当にありがとう。
Well, anyway, thanks a lot.
最後まで付き合ってくれて。
And thanks for hanging out until the end. What? I was taken aback. I was waiting for some witty comeback. But Sarah was sincerely saying thanks. Wow, you're being surprisingly nice to me.
本当に感謝してるもん。
Yeah, well, I'm really grateful.
だってさ、最後にはなんとか自力で泳げるようになったでしょ。
Because I finally learned to swim by myself.
そりゃ、まだちょびっとだけど。
Only a little bit, but...
でも、なんだか嬉しかったよ。あんなに真剣になってくれて。
But it was fun. I was happy you were so serious about it. Sarah. I got a little bit embarrassed. Somehow, watching Sarah struggle with something when she was used to always having her way was kind of fun. I had taught her how to swim correctly, but I did have an urge to be a bit of a bully about it. Still, I never thought that she would come out and say thanks.
本当にありがとね、少年。
I really mean it. Thanks, kid. Yeah, but don't let it go to your head, because you can't really call what you were doing swimming. I was embarrassed and reflexively went into mean mode.
わかってるよ。機会があったらまた教えてね、少年。
I know. If we have another chance, I hope you'll teach me again. Sure.
今度こそちゃんと泳げるようになるんだから。
Next time, I'll really learn to swim. Yeah, you just need a little more practice.
よろしくお願いするでござるよ。にんに。
Teach me again, ninja. Sure.
なんだか疲れちゃったね。
Somehow, I'm tired out. As she spoke, Sarah took the pendant and put it on. Then she took it in her hand and stared at it.
きっと、お兄ちゃんがいたらこんな風だったんだろうな。
I'll bet if my Oni-chan was around, it would be kind of like this. Oni-chan, isn't that brother? Didn't Coco call us her brother? Sarah mumbled it, sounding lonely. Your Oni-chan?
私ね、
Yes,
お兄ちゃんがいたんだ。
I had an older brother. Okay, that wasn't her father, it was her brother.
すごくかっこよくて、強くて、大好きだった。
He was fun, strong, and I adored him.
すごく小さい頃に離れ離れになっちゃったけど。
But when we were little, we got separated. I see.
でも、約束したんだ。
But he promised me. Promised you?
約束。
Yeah, he promised.
必ず迎えに来るって。
He promised that he would come get me no matter what. Is that right? Yep.
だから、待ってるの。
So, I'm, waiting for him.
待ってるんだ。助けに来てくれるの。
Waiting for him to come save me. Always. Sarah words brought back a vision I had seen. Yeah, that does sound familiar, doesn't it?
約束だよ。迎えに来るまで。
Yeah, I promise.
いい子に
To
して
wait
待
like
っ
a
て
good
るから
girl. Until you come for me.
待ってるから。
I'll wait like a good girl. I'll wait forever. Yeah, exactly the same words. But that's not Sarah. That's Coco. But I desperately try to shake off the vision. Message. May 5th, Friday. And we're off! Alright, my friends, so my name is FlightlessBird. This is your Story Games Gaming channel. And as time passes, I think it's about time to wrap it up for today. Love you all so very much. Thank you for everything. And until next time, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.